Federation system.
Mr. Braca, stop talking. Facts are facts. You brought down a Federation supply vessel and murdered the shuttle pilot to steal food rations.
No, the facts are a woman was starving, and I had a solution. Not an idea, not good intentions, a solution.
To work with her? Very much so. Very much so. I mean, I had heard that you were considering the part, and that was very exciting to me because I thought it was a brilliant choice. I thought this makes a lot of sense. It's gonna fit right, but it's gonna be different. And I don't know what she's gonna do with it, but it's gonna be something great. So it was a big selling point for me, yeah. You don't have to say the same thing. You really don't have to say the same thing.
No, I mean, it was brought to me, Paul Giamatti is attached to this stuff, and no. What? I was immediately enthralled with reading it. I wanted to see what Paul was gonna do next, and could I do it with him? You know, that was an unusual opportunity that was presented.
That's good.
So nice, man. So nice.
I think that is nice. I think there's something, there's something that he envies about this world, and I think, I think he sees somebody who is his, even though he plays the goofball in some ways, he sees somebody who is his equal mentally and in terms of kind of intellect and stuff like that, and so that's enjoyable. He likes to fight, this guy. He likes aggression and fighting. And she gives back as good as he gives. He gets it back. And so that kind of thing's exciting to him. I think he's a little turned on by her. I'm not going to lie.
And see, I thought of you as a bit of a co-conspirator. I mean, it was
interesting.
When I would think about the scenes, it would be like that. That in a way we were on the same side and we're scheming together about this stuff, which was exactly the antithesis of the script of the scenes. But
right.
But that's how I liked somehow playing it.
Right. I get the feeling when I watch it that she gets this guy. I understand this guy. I understand how to work this guy, and that's interesting and fun, and to get him on your side. And for me to try to get you on my side, it's really like, it is like, that's true. I'd never thought of it that way, but you're right.
Well, first of all, I can't even believe I got this role. I didn't think I was going to do more than an episode or two when I was on Star Trek Discovery. And the fact that I went through that series and now I'm over at Starfleet is a ridiculous jackpot that I've hit. It's been such pleasure, and it is. Working with this one. I mean, truly, it's been really, really fun. It's so great.
I mean, wow. I watched Star Trek as a kid. And it's been one of those evergreen shows, but I never in a million years thought that I'd be on the show. Like, even when I got the first audition for the show, there was no Star Trek references in it. So I didn't know it was Star Trek. And my agent sent it to me, and I don't do auditions. I don't even answer the emails. I hate auditioning. And the Star Trek audition was sitting in my mailbox for days. And then my agent had read it, and he was like, I think you should do this one. I think you'll like it. And it was just some kind of military kind of person screaming at a bunch of kids. But I had no idea it was Star Trek, but I thought, well, this is fun. I can scream at some kids. Did the audition and sent it in and then forgot about it. And then when I got the callback audition, that's when they told me it was Star Trek. And I was like, oh my God. And my younger brother is a crazy Trekkie, and he went absolutely nuts. In fact, he was coaching me on everything. He was like, what are you? You might be half Klingon? Oh my God. And then he gave me the whole history of Klingon and Jem'Hadar's. And then insisted on seeing my audition. So, yeah, everybody's proud. My brother is happier than I was that I got the role. So it's great to be in such a brilliant franchise. It's a dream.
And that you can yell at people.
And I can yell at people. That's what I do anyway. It's awesome.
She yells at me on and off camera.
Yeah.
And it seems like Laura enjoys yelling at people, though.
Oh, yeah. She does. And so that's why I love playing her. I'm like, it's like they wrote her for me.
Well, not to keep going back to this one, but I mean, for me personally, playing Jet, it's really interesting because I was single through Discovery. It's been really interesting to incorporate a relationship because we are romantically involved on the show. And I was talking to Gina about this earlier, that I didn't think our dynamic made sense at first because I thought I would be the more dominant personality in a relationship. And honestly, when I watched it with my real wife, she was like, I love this dynamic. Because my wife's feeling is everybody, to make a relationship work, one person needs to be a little scared of the other one. And so it's fun. It's a fun new chapter to be in, of like in a romantic relationship, especially with this person, this being that yells at everyone.
So we've heard about the relationship from Jet's side. What about from Laura's side?
I mean, I've been a fan of Tiggs for ages, even though she never knew who I was.
That's not true.
So I've been a fan of Tig. So when they told me that Tig was going to be in the show and we were going to be in a relationship, I was like, my God, this is going to be fun and hilarious. I get to play opposite one of my favorite comics, and we get to act together, which, it was like, this is brilliant. I had no idea what it was going to be. I had no idea what it was going to be like. And I knew it was going to be weird for her having to be in a relationship with a scaly blue thing. But
Who yells?
Who yells?
That's not really my speed.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
So you're not scalist.
I'm not scalist. I'm not terribly into yelling or people yelling at me. But man, do I love this dynamic.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
I love doing it. I'm like, every time I go on set and Tig's not there, I'm like, where's Tig? When are we doing a scene next? Let's do it.
I would say it's very serious.
It's very serious.
And I feel like it's those little subtle moments of how we look at each other and what we are dealing with, that it's serious. You wouldn't be looking at each other acting that way if there wasn't something more going on.
Yeah, the scene about when I come in and I'm very upset with you because you forget some aspect of the special dinner that we're having. And literally just come in, and I don't care that you're talking to a cadet, and I come in and I'm just talking to you and I don't even register that he's there. Those kind of moments are super fun.
And what I love so much also in that scene is the way when you look at me and you go, like, there's like this little softness to you that is played so beautifully. I love it.
It's kind of funny because Laura is such a strong, disciplined, take no nonsense character. And so Nala is a different type of captain. She comes in, she walks around barefoot. She's really pally with the cadets. And so this is something that Laura will not be used to. And this is a thing that you think that Laura wouldn't like. And the fact is that Nala has broken through Laura's defenses, and now they're kind of friends. And the first few episodes, you'll see Nala sort of link arms with Laura, and Laura's just like, what is happening here? Why is she touching me? But by the end of it, they've got this really nice camaraderie. And that is nice to see, because you wouldn't... Somebody who's from a Jem'Hadar Klingon background, who are just very warriors and very focused and very myopic about what they're supposed to be doing. This is nice to kind of see how Laura softens with the environment and the people around her.
Barely.
But, I mean, it's going to take about 8 seasons, so we need 8 seasons.
Is that when you've decided is your retirement age?
Yeah, that's when I'll be too old for fight scenes. And haven't had a fight scene yet. I want a fight scene.
I've had one on Discovery.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I want a fight scene. That's why I'm in the gym. I'm trying to work out so that when it comes, I'm like, ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't fight if you don't have muscles.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Don't. They're there.
Brilliant. I don't know what to say beyond that. Impatient, easily annoyed, but brilliant, and a legend in his own mind.
Well, yeah, I'm brilliant also. Gorgeous. Sexy. Yeah, I think that I have the street smarts. I have the... I also have, once you go a little deeper, a soft side to myself, and there's no nonsense, but there's also some nonsense.
Laura is strong. She's disciplined. She does not suffer fools, and she's probably annoyed at having these young whippersnappers that she has to whip into shape. But over the course of the season, she grows to actually care about them. You'll see the empathy. You'll see that underneath the hard, spiky exterior, there is a heart. Well, two hearts.
I don't know if I want to play favorites. I don't know. You mean in the context of the story, as far as having Genesis, because raised by a Starfleet admiral, has incredible poise and command and bizarrely, the actress has the same quality. She's only 23 years old. I think our youngest cast member, perhaps, and she is solid as a rock.
Beyond her years. It's crazy.
Very wise.
Yeah.
But so I would say she has great potential as a captain. But they're all of them in there are completely unique in their characters, and I look forward to having scenes with any of them. I guess my closest bud is the one who annoys me the most. Is Sam, who plays the hologram, who worships me before even meeting me, and that's a daunting challenge. To meet someone who only wants to talk to you nonstop. How do you get away?
That's like our dynamic.
I worship Tig, and I try to engage her in conversation, and she's interested for a couple of seconds on a good day.
I give you what I can.
So which cadets show the most promise for Reno and for Laura?
I feel the same. I mean, I see the same in Genesis. But then I also, Mir, I think he's, yeah.
I mean, for Laura, obviously her first meeting with Caleb Mir is not a good one. And she kind of wants to not like him and wants to kick his ass on every... But she definitely starts to see the potential in him as the show goes on. And then there was also an episode where she has a very intimate moment with Jaden, where they sort of bond on their Klingon past, and she helps him see, the elements of his family dynamic that he might not have been able to see. So obviously there is a bond there with their Klingon heritage.
Oh no, they sprung that on me early on. In fact, my whole singing opera was a mistake in the first series years ago. I suggested that I listen to opera working, and then they misunderstood me and wrote an episode where I was singing, and I freaked out and said no. But it ended up working out. And the idea that an artificial intelligence has hobbies is ridiculous to me. And that was what I thought was funny, that he had no emotion at that time. And he listened to the most emotional form of human art. That was the joke. It's just my placid face juxtaposed with this huge music. They misunderstood me, and now I'm cursed singing all the time.
God, I hope they don't mess that up with me.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't pop into a script that I have to sing opera.
If I go, I really like hip hop, and the next minute they've got Laura rapping.
Oh my God, she is my absolute favorite. She's so utterly ridiculous. And I would, no offense, but I would love to see her. I mean, no, I guess there's no offense to
replace
you.
us, you mean?
Yeah, I
To
guess that's
replace
what I
us
was
in this
getting at. Is I'd like.
Right. She would make up for the two of us.
No, I would love to see her every day. I just think she's the best.
Wow. I think something that brings different to the table is status. What's behind him and what he brings to the room is a lot of expectation, a lot of people expecting a lot from him. So there's a lot of pressure with him. He brings a lot of agenda to the room. I think the most significant is with Caleb for sure, because they're just such polar opposites.
Is it negative or positive?
Negative for sure. At the beginning as well. I think he just represents everything that he's running away from and what he's competing. He's like, Darren wants everything to be perfect, and he's just like a rebel. He's a riot, and that just like scares him. Yeah. That is really, I think that really frightens Darren and intimidates him, for sure.
I think he's got a very hard outer shell, and it's quite spiky, and you kind of have to maneuver around it to get to the center, but when he reveals himself, it's quite soft on the inside, and I think that, I mean, we all have that in a certain sense, especially your character, but for Caleb, I think that's the main thing. And I think positive connection, I think the strongest one initially is with Jaden. And there's like a real sense of, he's really seen by him, and there's a camaraderie and a brotherhood. Oh my God, a brotherhood that appears. And I think negative, I guess maybe with you, because you represent exactly like everything that Caleb has never had. He's never, you have like this entire family lineage, and Caleb is completely isolated from his, and you have all this status and money and privilege and, you know, these expectations for your life, and Caleb's just thrown that out the window completely, so yeah.
Oh, that's a good answer. I feel like Sam, she brings to the table a genuinity and I would say, earnestness is a synonym. I would say, yeah, genuinity and just a presence, really, just being in the moment with whatever's in front of her, whatever's being given to her, because there's nothing behind her really, like besides her assembly. So there's nothing else for her to really base anything else off of, any opinion. So it's all about what's in front of her. I think her most positive relationship, of course, is Bella, Genesis. Genesis gives Sam wings to fly. She really does. She gives her permission. She didn't need it, but it's validating to hear it. And I would say her quote unquote words, she doesn't have any beef with anybody, but one person who maybe picks on her a little bit is played by our friend Rafa. Her character's name is Pickle. And that's probably her, I don't know, probably her most negative, quote unquote. But yeah, we become
Wow, that's
friends.
such a good answer.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
I would say, well, Jaden Easy's the only Klingon student at the school, so it obviously sticks out like a sore thumb. Obviously, Caleb is his best friend, so I think just seeing a beautiful friendship develop between these two young guys who are from completely different worlds is really cool. And then you said negative, he definitely has a very butt heads with Darum a lot for sure. So I'll say
sexual tension.
So I'll say that, yeah.
I feel like, similarly, but same but different, Caleb, for Tarima is for sure her most significant dynamic and relationship with another character. They, when we first meet them, when we first see them together, there's kind of this instant, almost magnetic connection they have. And I think they each have a lot to learn from one another. I think they just sort of know that intuitively or subconsciously, and they're really drawn to each other. For Tarima, she sees a level of freedom in Caleb that she really yearns for. She's got a lot of emotional walls up. A lot she's dealing with emotionally, and in Caleb she sees this huge freedom of expression, and he's certainly not one to feel necessarily inhibited by rules or expectations. So they have a really beautiful connection, and that plays out throughout the series and develops. And I think what makes Tarima stand out, was that the word? Yeah, like, well, I mean, same, she's Betazoid. I mean, she's not the only Betazoid. We have my brother, played by Romeo Carrere, who's incredible, and like literally my brother in real life now, practically. But I'd say that's kind of her unique quality, is just like this very deep empathic ability that runs so deep that she almost, she struggles to get a handle on it sometimes, and we see her navigate that as well throughout the series.
For Genesis, I feel like, I guess what makes her unique is she's the only kind of her species at Starfleet as well. She's a Darsha, and we don't see any Darsha students yet. And she's also, I feel like I could easily say she's the most driven out of all of the cadets. She has a lot of goals that she wants to accomplish, so I think that sets her apart. But I think all of her relationships with all of her fellow cadets are very important to her, and each one is very unique. I think she takes every friendship with all of them very personally and likes to try to figure out the very personal dynamics between her and every other cadet individually.
Mm-hmm.